It makes sense that the largest living creatures on Earth call the sea their home, and that the most massive creature to have ever existed on the planet currently dwells in the ocean. There is more space to grow in the vast and largely uncharted ocean, and to disappear. The oceans of our world are filled with colossal life forms and gargantuan beasts, and in 2025, some of the biggest yet have been discovered. So let's look at the 15 largest creatures found in the sea this year. Number 15. Deep Sea Ghost Shark. Recent deep-sea surveys continue to reshape how we understand our oceans and uncover things rarely seen or entirely unknown. Among the largest of these elusive deep dwellers is the ghost shark, which is a distant cousin of sharks and rays, classified in a group known as chimeras. These cryptic animals usually live at depths between 200 and 2,600 meters, where sunlight vanishes and environmental conditions become extreme. Ghost sharks have elongated, tapering bodies with big heads and skin tones ranging from jet black to pale blue or muted brown, characterized by a smooth, rubbery texture. Their large, glassy green eyes are ideally adapted to function in total darkness. It feeds mainly on bottom-dwelling invertebrates like crabs, worms, and ghost octopuses. They use flat, crushing tooth plates rather than sharp teeth. They rely on electroreception to detect faint electrical signals produced by prey. In layman's terms, this 6.6-foot-long shark tells us how little we know and how much is still to be explored. Number 14. The Bumphead Sunfish. This year, the ocean revealed a heavyweight unlike anything we've seen, and it's called Mola alexandrini, in simple words, the bumphead sunfish. Off the coast of the Azores, fishermen pulled in a beast weighing over 650 pounds, heavier than a standard pickup truck. It's now officially the heaviest bony fish ever documented. Measuring 12 feet in length and over 11 feet wide, this sunfish looks more like a floating fortress than a typical fish, a real leviathan of the sea. Unlike streamlined hunters, Mola alexandrini trades speed for bulk and an odd lifestyle. It doesn't have a proper tail, using massive wing-like fins to navigate with strange elegance. This gentle giant spends hours near the surface, basking after deep dives, and eats mostly jellyfish, a surprisingly minimal diet for its size. While most sunfish stay elusive, this one made global headlines. Its capture shattered records and reignited curiosity about this strange species. Scientists continue studying its movements, growth, and habits in the vast open ocean. Number 13. Beaked whale discovery. The ocean still has stunning surprises in store. This year, scientists confirmed a rare discovery, a brand new species of beaked whale. If the name doesn't ring a bell, that's because these deep-diving mammals are among the least studied creatures in the sea. The newly identified species, Berardius minimus, was found near Hokkaido, Japan. At first, it resembled its close cousin, Baird's beaked whale, but researchers soon noticed crucial differences. This species is smaller, darker in appearance, and has a distinct skull shape. Local fishermen had spoken for years of a black raven whale, hinting this species may have gone undetected for quite some time. Beaked whales are legendary divers. Some can stay submerged for over 3 hours and descend nearly 10,000 feet to hunt squid and deep-sea fish. Their elusive nature makes sightings incredibly rare, which is why this discovery is so significant. It's proof that even in 2025, the peak era of AI, the deep sea still hides species that science has yet to fully explain. Number 12. Goliath grouper titans. This beauty is the largest grouper species that inhabits the Atlantic Ocean and stands as a true titan of the marine world. These formidable fish can grow up to 8 feet long and weigh close to 800 pounds, with stocky muscular frames and cavernous mouths that establish their dominance in their environment. Despite their behemoth size and bizarre appearance, Goliath groupers are unusually docile and often allow divers to approach without alarm. But we say, stay away, mean just look at them. These monstrous-looking creatures were once found all across the Gulf of Mexico to the Caribbean Sea, but thanks to humans, decades of overfishing and habitat loss have made their numbers very low. This led to a complete ban on harvesting them in U.S. waters in 1990, a step aimed at preserving these underwater giants. Goliath groupers favor warm, shallow waters and are often found around coral reefs, shipwrecks, and rocky outcrops. Their varied, opportunistic diet includes crustaceans, fish, octopuses, and baby sea turtles. Number 11. Giant tube worms. Among the most extraordinary examples of life flourishing without sunlight are giant tube worms, thriving in some of the planet's most inhospitable environments. These stunning creatures can exceed 8 feet in length, living near hydrothermal vents on the seafloor where total darkness reigns. Unlike most organisms dependent on photosynthesis, giant tube worms rely on chemosynthesis, a process in which bacteria within their bodies transform toxic chemicals like hydrogen sulfide into usable energy. Lacking mouths and digestive systems, they depend entirely on these internal microbes for sustenance. In a major breakthrough, scientists recently succeeded in keeping these deep-sea worms alive in laboratory conditions for the first time. Normally, they perish quickly outside their extreme habitat. Preserving them in labs offers unprecedented opportunities to study how complex life survives in such extreme settings. This advancement holds meaning not only for marine science but also astrobiology, as similar organisms may exist in subsurface oceans on moons like Europa and Enceladus. Number 10. Deep-sea lizardfish. This cute fish can be found lurking in the ocean's darkest zones, between 600 and 3,500 meters deep. Its appearance says everything about it. It's a predator evolved for survival. With a slim, torpedo-shaped body reaching over 70 centimeters, this agile hunter maneuvers through the crushing blackness with surgical precision. Its most defining feature is a mouth lined with long, needle-sharp teeth built to trap anything that dares get close. Unlike many deep-sea animals that lie in wait, this fish is an active hunter. Its highly adapted eyes detect even faint flashes of bioluminescence from distant prey, no small feat given the pitch-black surroundings. Even more intriguing, it possesses both male and female reproductive organs, a biological trait known as hermaphroditism, which ensures reproductive success even in isolation. This rare feature is critical in a habitat where potential mates are scarce. Despite its fierce design and elusive nature, scientists still know little about its habits, diet, or role in the deep-sea ecosystem. Number 9. Giant barrel sponge. The giant barrel sponge is a towering underwater organism that has existed on Caribbean reefs for thousands of years. Often called the redwood of the reef, these enormous sponges can grow up to 8 feet high and 6 feet across, making them among the largest living sea creatures on coral reefs. But size isn't their most important trait. Their real power lies in filtration. Each day, they pump thousands of liters of seawater, filtering out bacteria, recycling nutrients, and helping to stabilize reef ecosystems. Despite their resilience and ancient presence, these sponges now face growing threats. Climate change, warming seas, and ocean pollution are pushing them to the edge. Sponge bleaching, acidification, and habitat damage are weakening even the oldest specimens, some of which are believed to be over 2,000 years old. Conservation efforts like protected marine zones and research programs are being launched to defend these reef giants. If we want them around, preservation must be a serious priority. Number 8. Japanese spider crab. This crab is one of the most bizarre and jaw-dropping creatures in the Pacific Ocean's depths. Best known for its incredibly long, spindly limbs, this massive crustacean holds the record for the widest leg span of any known marine arthropod. When fully grown, its legs can reach nearly 12 feet across, giving it an eerie, alien appearance. Despite its intimidating look, the spider crab is surprisingly gentle, earning it the nickname Gentle Giant of the Deep. It isn't a predator to fear. What sets this species apart is its extraordinary lifespan. While most crustaceans live only a few decades, Japanese spider crabs can survive for over a century. Throughout their long lives, they molt their exoskeletons repeatedly, growing larger and tougher each time. These crabs dwell between 150 and 1,000 feet deep, scavenging along the ocean floor. As a species that's existed for millions of years, they remain one of the sea's oldest, most mysterious residents. Number 7. The ghostly giant, big fin squid. The deep sea is full of weird life forms, but few are as haunting as this. With tentacles extending over 26 feet like drifting ribbons, this spectral giant glides silently thousands of feet beneath the surface. Recently, scientists captured rare footage of one nearly 20,000 feet deep in the Tonga Trench, an area so extreme that few species can survive. What makes this squid so bizarre isn't just its size, but its posture. Its long limbs bend at sharp right angles, forming a T-shape as it floats in total darkness. Unlike other squid that use bursts of speed to hunt, big fins rely on passive predation. They suspend their arms downward, waiting for unsuspecting prey to swim into their reach, similar to a spider's web. Their biology remains mostly unknown. Unlike the more famous colossal or giant squid, big fins remain elusive, possibly ancient, and evolutionarily stable. Number 6. The rise of Bethnamus vaderi. A strange new creature has surfaced from the ocean's depths. Bethnamus vaderi, a massive isopod whose appearance instantly recalls the iconic Darth Vader helmet. Found near the Spratly Islands off Vietnam, this deep-sea crustacean measures over 12.8 inches long and weighs more than 2.2 pounds. It belongs to the Bethnamus genus, which includes some of the largest isopod species known. Its head shape and armor-like shell sparked its name, drawing interest from scientists and sci-fi fans alike. Living on the ocean floor, B. vaderi scavenges for dead marine life, thriving in environments still largely unexplored. While once discarded as bycatch, this creature is now prized in Vietnamese seafood markets. Some compare its texture and flavor to lobster, making it a regional delicacy. However, rising demand raises concerns about sustainability. The discovery of Bethnamus vaderi reminds us how much is still hidden in the deep, and how fast that mystery could vanish without thoughtful, science-backed protection of deep-sea biodiversity. Number 5. Bluntnose Sixgill shark. A faint ripple disturbs the calm silence of the deep. Something immense stirs in the shadows, and then it appears. A bluntnose sixgill shark. One of the largest and most ancient predators still alive today, it can measure up to 18 feet long. This remarkable shark is a living fossil from the age of dinosaurs. Its presence is a tribute to life forms perfectly adapted across hundreds of millions of years. During a recent deep-sea mission, scientists in a submersible encountered this enormous shark. Footage captured the creature gliding with ominous grace through black water, silent and assured despite its mass. Despite its fearsome look, the sixgill is no reckless hunter. It scavenges more than it chases, feeding on squid, fish, and other sharks in the ocean's twilight zone. What's most chilling is its evolutionary stasis. It's barely changed in over 200 million years. In the silent, crushing dark, the sixgill shark endures, unchanged and unknown. Number 4. Giant oarfish. Some creatures seem straight out of myth. The giant oarfish, Regalicus glesson, holds the record as the longest bony fish on Earth, reaching lengths of up to 36 feet. Its silvery, ribbon-like body and vivid red fins have sparked centuries of sea serpent legends. These rare giants live in the mesopelagic zone, swimming between 650 and 3,280 feet below the surface. They use undulating dorsal fins to move in a vertical posture, gliding through the water with eerie grace. Their diet is surprisingly modest, consisting mainly of plankton and small crustaceans. Sightings near the surface are extremely rare, but in February 2025, beachgoers in Baja California Sur, Mexico, witnessed one in the shallows, igniting awe and cultural buzz. In Japan, oarfish are considered doomsday omens, often associated with earthquakes. This belief gained traction after sightings increased prior to the 2011 Fukushima disaster. While the link remains unproven, these deep-sea visitors still evoke wonder and mystery every time they appear. Number 3. Leatherback Sea Turtle. Think you've seen a big turtle? The leatherback sea turtle might change that idea fast. As one of the largest reptiles alive today, it continues to make waves across the globe's oceans. Leatherbacks can stretch over 7 feet in length and weigh upwards of 2,000 pounds. That's roughly the size of a full-grown grizzly bear coasting through the water beside you. Unlike most sea turtles with hard shells, leatherbacks are covered in thick, leathery skin, making them more flexible and hydrodynamic for long-distance travel. These turtles are incredible voyagers, often swimming thousands of miles each year. They're also among the deepest diving reptiles on Earth, plunging more than 4,000 feet, farther than most sharks will ever go. Their diet mostly consists of jellyfish, playing a major role in keeping jelly populations under control. Sadly, leatherbacks are endangered. Pollution, fishing gear, and habitat loss are major threats. After over 100 million years of survival, their future now depends on what we choose to do next. Number 2. Giant Phantom Jellyfish. The giant phantom jellyfish, aka Stygiomedusa gigantea, is rarely seen, with fewer than 130 sightings since it was first described in 1899. Its bell spans over 3 feet, and its ribbon-like oral arms can extend more than 33 feet. Unlike typical jellyfish that sting, this species captures prey by enveloping it with its soft, velvety arms. It lives in the midnight zone, at depths exceeding 22,000 feet, making it incredibly hard to study. In November 2021, researchers from the Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute captured rare footage of one at 3,200 feet in California's Monterey Bay. Despite conducting thousands of dives, MBARI has only encountered the species 9 times. This jellyfish is found in every ocean except the Arctic, but its deep habitat keeps it hidden. Each sighting offers insight into an animal that defies easy classification. Number 1. Blue whale giants. The ocean shelters the largest animals to ever live, and this year, one of its greatest giants made an unexpected appearance. The blue whale, Earth's most massive creature, was spotted off the coast of Southern California earlier than usual, catching scientists off guard. These marine giants can grow up to 100 feet long and weigh nearly 200 tons, about the same as 15 school buses stacked back to back. Despite their overwhelming size, blue whales remain elusive, spending most of their time in deep waters and surfacing briefly to breathe. This year, researchers noted that their seasonal arrival came earlier than expected. Usually, they show up in California waters during the summer, but some were seen as early as April. Experts suggest changes in ocean temperature and shifting krill populations could be behind this altered timing. Beyond their size, blue whales are powerful vocalists. Their low-frequency calls travel hundreds of miles underwater. Their movements might be warning us of deeper ecological changes. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Thanks for hanging with us, and we'll see you very soon.